Last time we cut the rust out. Today we'll find out if I can make this disappear. The metal is solid, the patch is welded in, and structurally it's good. This was the lower passenger side front fender. Rust had eaten clear through it. We cut it back to clean steel, formed a patch, and welded it in properly. Now comes the body work: filler, shaping, sanding, and of course patience. This is where a lot of people get frustrated. If you rush this part, it'll show. So today I'm going to walk you through how I approach filler and finish work. Slow, controlled, and honest. Let's get started. Mixing up the Bondo right now. This is just something I had on the shelf. I've got this stuff on. I spread a little on here with my finger. It's starting to set up already. I made a whole new batch. I spread it on like this. And after this sets a while, we'll take a rasp to it and a block sander and see how it turns out. You need to know that I don't do this very often at all. I did a door a while back. It turned out pretty decent, so it gave me confidence to try this. And I ran into a lot more issues with this than I ever thought I would. As I promised, I'm going to show you how I do this. Here's the rasp I was talking about. I like the flat ones. The only one I got in shop now is a round one. But all I do with the rasp is I knock the high spots off. It's like that. And then after I get the high spots off, I go at it and take my sanding grit, like an 80 or a 60, and sand it, block sand it. And all I do is just go like that. It's not an easy job and it's time consuming, but that's how you have to do it. Something I learned too is if you hit a high spot like a piece of metal, you're not going to take it down any further than that. Okay, what you see here is the sanded body filler. I've got a little touch-up body on there, body filler on there, and I'm going to sand that lightly. And then I'm going to go at it and prime this section right here. I'm using 360 sandpaper on this because I want it to be primable when I get done. I've been procrastinating on doing this simply because I'm afraid I'll screw it up. Yeah, even Marv gets nervous about things once in a while. Let's say I go to YouTube just to get an idea on how to do this. Well, I'm telling you, they make it look easy. And I think if a person would do a lot of it, it would become easier, but I don't, so it seems hard. It just seems like there's a few bumps right there yet. I've been struggling because there's a little high spot right there, and I hate to tap that down. And it looks like it dips just a little bit right there. I'm going to go at it, prime it now, and just see how it turns out. And if I have to, I'll take a little bit more Bondo and put in that area there and straighten that line up just a little bit. Okay, now I'm just going to give it another light coat of primer. You can see I moved my tape area up just a little. because I needed to get this bare metal under here primed. We'll let that set just for a little bit, maybe 10 minutes. Shoot, it's running. I put too much on it. Can see it right there. Make me sand a little more. I should have stopped. That's one thing about doing this kind of work. You got to have patience with it. And sometimes my patience runs a little thin. We'll look at that body line right here when we get done. And this right here. Second coat. Now we're ready for coat 3. I'm going to lay coat 3 on just a little heavier, a little wetter. And then we're going to let it set and dry really good. I better quit right there while I'm ahead. And we'll sand this out a little bit. I'll bring you along to show you that. But if we have any imperfections, we'll take care of them. Looks like we might have one right there, but this mud flap will cover all that. You see the repair here. I have it all primed in. What I'm going to do now is wet sand it. I have me a little bucket here with some water in it. I've been told to put just a little bit of soap in it. Something about it makes the sandpaper glide over your area just a little bit. Not only am I going to sand the primed area, but I'm going to sand this whole area here. And my plan is to paint the whole thing red and then put clear coat over the whole area. We'll see how this works out. I hope it turns out okay. I've been procrastinating, but today I have to pull the trigger on it and go for it. I'm going to start with 600 grit and see how that works, and hopefully it's heavy enough to clean this up. I know that it will be for up here, but we'll just see how it goes. And once I get this sanded or wet sanded, I'll dry it off good, and then we will go at it and put or take some 1500 grit also. But let's make sure this is going to sand up the way I was hoping it would. It looks like it is. Looks like I got just a little bit showing there. I may have to put just a hair. This is a little bit more aggressive than what I anticipated. So doing that, where it shows the metal, I will have to give that just a little bit more primer. You can see I put another coat of primer on that. I'm just going to give it a light sanding with my 1500 grit, and we're going to call it good, and we're going to lay a coat of red over the whole thing. We'll let that flash and see how it turns out. Let's put on our second coat. We'll go for our third coat. is ready to do the clear coat. Okay, I'm nervous now. Here goes. Well, if I get this on correctly, this should be the last coat. I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to do the edges first. The bottom. And this edge over here. If I can get in there to do it. Oh, this old man is... Okay, now let's do this. Well, it looks like it's sagging just a little bit. Maybe I can buff that out. Well, I'm not going to put any more on. It's already sagging. I'm going to let that set up. I was a little bit too close with that second coat. Well, I have some good news. That sagging blended right in and it looked perfectly. The job turned out beautifully. With the exception of one minor detail, the color didn't match at all. So what I did is I sanded it all down again. I put 3 more coats of base coat on, and I have 1 coat of clear right here, and that's what you're seeing. I had to redo it all. From what I can tell, this has turned out pretty good. I have the last coat of clear on. It's not tacky anymore. I think I'm going to go ahead and peel this off in just a few minutes, but I want to show you a close-up of this so you can see what it looked like. It actually turned out pretty good. That sure turned out a lot better than the first round. I'm going to leave it at that. I have just a little buffing up here to do where when I sanded this, I got just a little bit in there, and I can take that out with my buffer. Then I'll go at it and put all this back together, and we're going to call it complete. But this job turned out pretty good. You can see in the background where I've got that on, everything's back on. It looks good. I'm surprised too. This is something you can do. Just work through it like I did. I had my ups and downs. You saw that. Sure appreciate the comments if you have any. Share this video if you like what you see. You might even want to subscribe. If you like videos where I pick something out and just try to fix it and see if I can do it, encouraging you to do it too, that's what my videos are about. Watch one of these. Can it be fixed? Sure it can. Can you fix it? You're darn right you can fix it. Until the next one.